why, because it's, okay, start video. There we go. All right. All right, sorry girls, I'm having Lion Desk video issues. Hi, look, everyone's wearing red. We're all red today. Hello, hello, hello. All right, oh wait, here, I have to turn my volume up. All right, hello everybody. How's everyone? Look at you, Misty. We're all wearing the red today. All right. Sorry about that. I had to, I was on Lion Desk support because they're trying to help me with my video thing fixed. I'm having some video problems. So, good morning, good afternoon to those of you on the East Coast. This time is for you. So, questions. I know a lot of you are freaking out. I don't want you to freak out. I want you to do the best you can because this is the issue. See, when you do a massive action, even if you do it imperfectly, it's better than taking no action at all. And most of us have taken no action building our follow-up systems, or very, very little, if any at all. Jenny Dawson said that she sent, she registered on 17 websites, no one responded. So what that would say to me is that, can you, if you're like moving around, can you mute yourself, please? And if you've got questions, then you can unmute yourself, which is fine. Thank you so much. Just because it's really distracting when you're moving around. Thank you. Okay. So, most of us we don't have follow-up systems, right? Or if we have a follow-up system, can you please mute yourself or I'll mute you? I got it. I'll mute it. No problem. All right. Mute. Mute. All right. All right. I got them all. Okay. Sorry. It's too distracting. So, this is an unbelievable thing that we're doing tomorrow. Okay. This is an unbelievable thing. And I did it on purpose, and I did not expect perfection from myself or from you. But if we didn't take this kind of massive step, we won't take the step at all. So I would rather, we're going to go in with the best intentions, the best planning, and the best preparation that we can do for this tomorrow. I'm going to give you some things that are going to help. It's not unbelievable. It's kingdom. It's God. That we meet Patty Sampson, who's like Lion Desk expert, follow-up expert, and she just happens to be really good friends with Pam Rankin. And I had reached out to her, completely unrelated, and now Patty's going to teach the Lion Desk and the follow-up, and she's going to build these templates in front of us. We've got all kinds of cool kind of little surprises because she and I were talking, and she sees us every day. That's all she does all day. She helps agents put follow-up systems in place. That's her business now, right? So there's some things that you can get from her, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow. None of this was planned. My only plan is that we would take this massive action, that we would go into the mode over the last 2 weeks, creating videos, creating marketing pieces, creating a written plan of what follow-up looks like in your world, okay, based on an 8x8. Well, I have stuff there, so that's not it. All right. Based on that, based on an 8x8 and a 33 touch, and we're going to do the best that we can tomorrow. And it's going to be 100% more than what you've done. That's just the truth of it. right? So, because so many of you have messaged me, oh my God, I don't have my videos done and I'm not ready. And that's okay. That's okay. Because you're further than where you were 2 weeks ago. That's why I made you pay. That's why I put so much on us. I've been doing the same thing. I'm creating the same thing for my follow-up systems, right? And I find when I put that kind of craziness on me, even when I fall short, it's way more than I would have done if I just little bitted it. I don't little bit it. That's not how I work. That's why I did a 50 card challenge, because if I just said, go do 3 a day, you won't do it. It's crazy. You'll go do 50. Like, you'll do that little burst. This is a burst. That's what this is. It's a burst to get you in the action and getting comfortable with building your follow-up systems. Okay? So I don't want you to freak out. With all of that said, I want you to go ahead and tell me what challenges you're having so far, just putting together what I've asked you to put together for tomorrow. And you can just unmute yourself and talk. Little Misty, my overachiever, go ahead.
Mine's just having time to do the videos. So I've got to make time to do that.
Okay, so that's everybody's challenge. Guess what? It's my challenge, because I haven't even been able to. I wanted to create them in LionDesk because, one, they're under 2 minutes, because it will not let you go over 2 minutes, which means it's going to get through the browsers, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we want. Plus, we don't want to lose their attention. They shouldn't even be 2 minutes. These are quick little, like, hey, it's Cheyenne Lake. It's your monthly market report again, right? Like, it's going to be fun, just little clips of you, or it's going to be you introducing your testimonials. Hey, this is John and Mary. You're going to hear them talk about what their experience was with me, right? Or you could just say, hey, this is another happy client of Misty, right? You can do what is comfortable to you. And this is what I mean by that. When you build your templates in LionDesk, and I'm just going to refer to LionDesk. So if you're using something different, it's going to, obviously the mechanics of it are going to be different, but the strategy is still the same. When you're creating your content that you're going to communicate to the person, I can create one template for every single one of my market reports. Hey, it's Cheyenne. Now, I may not want to do that. Maybe I do four different ones, and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Meaning, so over the next year, maybe they rotate, right? They go over, and so I'm doing something a little different, saying something a little different, just so that they don't get, oh God, there it is again, right? Like, we could change it up a little bit, right? Like, we could do one, hey, like you could do, hey, this is January's market report. Now, you're not going to go into the details, because the goal is this. The goal, and you may not be set up for this, Misty, or anybody else, the goal in the videos is so that you don't necessarily have to do a market report video every single month, right? That's different, is that you could say, hey, it's Cheyenne Lake with Cheyenne Lake Real Estate with your monthly market report. Listen, it changes. Like, I was just writing my verbiage for it. Like, look, market can shift from month to month. The market can change from month to month, right? So what's going on? What's happened over the last 30 days, and what are the projections over the next 30 days? Or, what's the projection in the future? Go to my website, click on the link below, right? Because the goal is to actually, in your video, send them to your website, right? So for those of you who don't have websites, don't freak out. You're going to get a website. You got to have a website, right? But I know some of you don't right now. So if you don't have a website, you can't launch this action plan with a video that's sending them to a website if you don't have a website set up. So what are you going to do? You're going to have to record those monthly videos, right? Giving the details of the report, unless you're going to have, you know, some sort of link that's got something, right? Maybe it's a link to, you know, a PDF. I mean, that's why, unless you're going to create a real lifetime template for every month, which is why we don't want to do this, right? That takes too much. That's why you want to be able to create a video that is going to send them to your website. And you're going to create all of the content that you're talking about in those videos. You're going to post it once in your website, and your videos in your emails, the videos in your text, the text in your text, the text in your email is always gonna, it makes sense to send them to your website, right? Or send them to your blog. And so that's where you can post the information once, and that's where you send them. Plus, if you put a pixel, and I'm getting a little advanced here, but if you put pixels in there that you can go back in and retarget them, just like freaking everybody does to us. I mean, do you think it's coincidence you're on Facebook and you were looking at makeup, and all of a sudden all of the makeup things just start showing up in your thread in Facebook, and Google starts having all this stuff, right? That's retargeting. And that's not for this call. My point is that when we utilize our websites in our communication, in our follow-up communication, and we're driving people to those websites. You know what? Did I record this? Yes, it's recording. Okay, thank God. Sorry for the ones who didn't get to 10 live. Sorry. When we're driving them to our websites, then our videos, we don't have to do so many videos. For those of you who either A, just finding the time hard to do the videos, you're not comfortable in front of videos, that you can, and I mean, like, frankly, I like how, you know, Misty's got hers in her background. Jermaine's got some nice little thing in her background. Brenda's got a nice thing. It's literally just that, now mine looks like a cluster of shit, which is, I'm not recording in front of that, right? Like, this is my work zone back here right now, but I've got to clean that up to do my videos, right?
Me too.
Yeah, and that's okay. So what I want you to have is at least 2 or 3 kind of main videos tomorrow. I'd love for you to just have like just a market report. Hey, this is Misty with your, you know, with your monthly market report. So excited. Remember, the market can change from month to month. So you'll definitely want to check out and see what's going on in, you know, in your local market.
Okay.
Right? Make it generic. Because this is the other thing that you can do is with those generic videos that we can attach into your templates and your action plans tomorrow. If anything, you're going to have a video to insert there, and you just know that you need to go back. Like, even if we just get the next 60 days built out, guess what that does? That gives you 60 days to build the next 60 days and to build the next 60 days. But at least your templates will be built and your plans will be built tomorrow. You may just not have all the information to go into it yet, right? That's okay. But this is what we will have. We're going to have, and you're going to see, so I can't tell you because Patty and I like came up with some really cool stuff yesterday. So that you're going to get to see some, like, one, because I didn't know her when I scheduled this, when I decided to do this for us. And so I've learned a lot of stuff since scheduling this that I think will really benefit me and you. And so and frankly, she's first of all, she just offered to teach the class like in the afternoon. So she's coming in from 1:30 to 3:30. Okay. And she's gonna show you, because this is all she does all day long. She builds templates, builds action plans. She shows you the language she uses. All right. She's gonna show you now what she has is like every single follow-up plan that an agent would ever use. Like, literally, she has every single follow-up plan, right?
Yeah.
Other thing, let me ask the question: Who else is using Lion Desk? Will you put it in the chat box if you're using Lion's Desk? There's 12 of you on here. I should have 12 responses. I either need yes or no. I just want to know how many are going into tomorrow are using Lion Desk. Okay, so Wendy's using Lion Desk, Kim's using Lion Desk, I did, but I'm going to use KV Core. That's fine. That's okay. All right. Come on. Who else? Who else is using Lion's Desk? It's either yes or no.
I
Okay.
am.
Jermaine's using Realty Juggler. Karen just signed up for, okay, so good. So most of you know this will be my first time. Okay, so Mimi, what are you going to use then? And okay, Simone has Lion's Desk. Mimi, what are you using? I mean, I'm just trying to understand what you've answered. Do you not have any CRM, or are you just using a different CRM? Just put in there. Just okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 8. And this says I have 12 of you on here. So there should be more of you. All right. Okay. Herding cats. Okay. So if you, I'm glad that most of you are using Lion's Desk. It's going to make it a lot easier for you tomorrow. Now, guess what? This is the cool thing. I do not have one. I just read. Oh, good. Perfect. Mimi. Awesome. 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 Okay. So guess what? Maybe just sign up. Guess what? Lion's Desk is free unless you really know your CRM. Like if who had Realty Juggler? Okay, Jermaine. So I suspect because Jermaine's been in business for a while, she probably knows how Realty Juggler works, and she's probably going to be able to translate, right? Like how you build a template, and the mechanics might be a little bit different, but she probably knows how to build a template that's going to go into an action plan, and she knows how to build an action plan in Realty Juggler. Okay, and Melissa, that's right, you're using Contactually. And I'm going to assume the same about Melissa, that she's going to be able to translate, right? When we're building our template, because Talk Producer was the same. You had to build your templates, and then you attach the templates into the action plan. That's the order of things. Okay, so great question. Great question. It's the concern of everyone. I don't have my videos done. Get 3 done. Get your market report video, and get 1 video done that's just about something in your community, and get 1 video done about something that would be real estate related for a seller or a buyer that is actively working. Okay, so if there is a seller that is selling a home with you, one of the things that you would maybe want to communicate in that process is, you know, keeping the house clean, right? You could just do a little video about always, you know, having the house ready to show. You know, don't turn down showings. You could do 7 things, 5 things, 3 things to get your house ready for the market. You could do a video, 3 things that every buyer needs to know, you know, before they go house hunting. 3 things for a buyer to beat out, you know, to win a multiple offer. How to prepare yourself in a seller's market, you know, when there's multiple buyers. Do 2 or 3, 4 videos, because what we're going to do tomorrow is when we create the templates, what we'll do is we'll just create the template, and we're going to record your damn video, right? And then you're going to know you've got to go back and record the video for that. But at least it will be built, okay? And there's not video in every follow-up, obviously. But there's going to be a lot of video, because it's just the way people stay connected with you. It's how they get to know you, like and trust you, right? Now, we're going to do 12 testimonies. What happens if you don't have 12 testimonies? If you don't have 12 testimonies, use 6, use 4, use 3. We'll spread them out. If you've got 12, then guess what? 1 can go every single month, and we'll build it into your data. We'll build it into your follow-up. We'll build it into your templates. So in your templates, we're going to create the templates that can go into both seller and buyer, because you want both seller and buyers. They can get the same testimonials, but you're going to create them in your seller folder and your buyer folder. So just make sure that you've got your testimonials at least written down somewhere. Brenda got a video testimonial, right? So if you've got your video testimonials, just keep them in a little folder, and then we're going to insert those tomorrow. All right, next question. Should we have our contacts in Lion Desk prior to our workshop? Have your contacts in a CSV file and have, you know, 3 or 4 contacts, because this is why part of the training tomorrow is going to be grading our database and cleaning up our database. I don't want you putting crap in your database. And Patty's going to teach on that. She's going to show you how to very kind of quickly get that database into some order. This is my question to you now. How many of you in this call currently have your contacts actually in a CRM? Who has them in a CRM right now? Okay, yes. Karen's yes. Simone's yes. Jermaine is yes. I do, but I think I have some crap in it. I freaking love you, Brenda. No, had them in Google. No, my CRM is a notebook. Misty, you little, but guess what? So guess what? She had a notebook. That's all right, because Misty wrote 2 contracts this weekend. I would rather you write a ton of contracts and a notebook than, you know, than a CRM and no track contract and no deals. Okay, so, all right, no in Google Sheets. Okay, yes, have. I need to clean mine up. Okay, just uploaded the Lion Desk as a CSV. Okay. So let's do this, because I want, there is a better way, I won't say right way, wrong way, but I think there is a better way to make sure that everything that's going into your CRM is properly in there, right? So that you've got the right information, so that you can search them, you know, so that you can search who you're looking for when you want to pull out a certain segment of the people in your database. And Patty's going to really train on that tomorrow. So for tomorrow's training, all I want you to do is have your contacts at least in a CSV file, okay? Have them in a CSV file, and then what we can do is, and maybe just manually put in 3, 4, 5 contacts into your database, just so we have some to work with tomorrow, okay? Because I would rather you not have your contacts assigned to an action plan than have it a mess in there and assigned wrong. Does that make sense? I'd rather you have a nice, clean, good database in there that you know how you're going to communicate to them. And so even if just tomorrow, because I mean, like, hello, like this isn't it tomorrow. I mean, we're going to do more stuff with this, right? This doesn't just end tomorrow. So if you signed up for this class, there's going to be some follow-up stuff. Okay, there's more stuff to come. All right. Okay, what else? Where else are you struggling? What questions? And go ahead and just interrupt me, so you can just pipe in there and go, hey, I've got something. Other than that, I'm just going to keep kind of seeing things that I'm experiencing as I'm doing this myself. So what I did is I sat down, send out cards with Canva. Yeah, okay, so creating our cards in Canva. I'm going to be, now, when we talk, because we are going to talk about send out cards tomorrow. Everybody's going to do send out cards a little different based on your time and your budget. And this is what I mean about that. What about send out cards database? Is there a way to connect to the CRM? Melissa, right now there's not. There isn't. So what, oh, go ahead, Brenda. Oh, you're muted.
Should I download my database to fix it, or just fix it as I go along?
Say that over to me again. I'm sorry.
Should I download my database, or should I just fix it where it's at?
And what do you have it in right now?
KV Core.
You have it in KV Core. You know what? For right now, because it's so easy to extract it, frankly, from anything that anybody's using it. I mean, if you're using a CRM, it's super easy to extract. I mean, almost, I think all of them you can extract into a CSV. So for right now, and what I'm going to do is I'll ask Patty when I touch base with her this afternoon, and I'll message the entire group and let you know.
Okay.
Did you leave it where you are, and will we clean it up there and then move it into Lion Desk, or will we export it into the CSV, clean it up in the CSV, and then I don't know that answer.
Yeah, I'm probably going to stick with KV Core since it's included in my.
No. Yeah, and I'm not even saying so. Some of you might have it in a CRM and you're moving to Lion Desk. So
okay.
That's but yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
And I don't know that question. I would maybe think that it would be easier to clean it up in your CSV, maybe, but I don't know.
Okay.
Right? Like it's hard to go record by record, right? Although you could, like, let's just say that you pulled a segment of your database out that you knew, let's just say right now they were called past sellers. And you could categorize them something that would make it easier to go in, to start really working them. So that's a Patty question, and I'm going to refer to her just because she's really more the expert. Okay.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. So seriously, any questions, just interrupt me and say, I have a question. You can raise your hand or just talk and it's fine. If I have a virtual assistant, can she attend the class? Sure, absolutely. I'm going to send you links for the Zoom tomorrow. So when we record tomorrow, so because we're going to start at 9 Eastern time, right? 9 Eastern. Hello, little Helena, Montana. We're gonna record. I'm gonna record this is the format tomorrow. Is this? The format is, hold on. All right, this is the format tomorrow. The format is we're going to do kind of like morning mindset a little bit, not as long. I mean, this isn't going to do. So we're going to do literally like take our business to God. We're going to go to kingdom. We're going to do gratitude. We're going to do a little bit of then we're going to do our business plan. Oops, why is that nickeling? Hold on just a second. There. Okay, that's all right. Okay. We're going to do business plan. That's going to run about 90 minutes-ish because with business plan, we're going to do business plan and pillars of business. So we're going to talk about, okay, like, and I want us to really drill in. We have got to bring we got to bring it in. And I'm talking to myself here because it's so easy to go, ooh, I could do that, and ooh, I could do that, and ooh, I could do that, and then I don't do anything, or I don't do anything well. So you've got to really tonight have like a coming to Jesus with yourself and go, okay, what do I love? What do I love? What am I good at? What don't I have to fight? Like for me, like really, I'm not spending this huge shit ass of time in my sphere. I'm not. I'm going cold. I'm going completely cold because it's where I'm comfortable. It's where I've had success. It's where I don't get rejected, right? Like, or I care if I'm rejected. So some of you have got to decide tonight, like maybe you've been, pardon the expression, but pissing up the wrong tree for way too long, right? And so don't do that. If you are not having success, like let's just say you've been trying to do for sale by owners forever and you just aren't having success, then stop. Or if you're just like, God, I really want to do for sale by owners, and like maybe we can just figure out a new way to do for sale by owners, okay? But that's what I want us to figure out. Tomorrow you need to figure out 2 or 3 pillars of business. Like where are you going to put your time, your energy, and your resources, right? Now, when you look at 7 levels of communication, like they don't even talk cold business. It's all sphere, it's all warm. Well, that doesn't work for me. I don't know if there's anybody else in this group that doesn't work for, but you know where this works? You know where this works? This works with all the new people that I'm going to bring into my business world. Now, how I take care of them now how I follow up with them, and what I will do for going forward with them. Okay, so I'm going to apply all of this stuff, but once they come into my world from a cold contact. All right, so we're going to do 90 minutes of business plan. Guess what, guys, my business plan, my sheet, it's not 42 freaking page business plan. That paralyzes people. That shit is just to make whoever gave it to you look good. You don't need those big business plans. You know what you need? You need to know, how much money do I want to make? Where do I want it to come from? And how the hell am I going to do it? All right, and we're going to simplify that. I don't like the business plans out there. Like it's just a shiny object. Ooh, look if I could fill all this shit out. And this would make, right? And then we don't even fill it out, and we don't look at it every day. And so that's why realtors aren't successful. I didn't even start with a business plan, and I closed 80 deals, 70 deals my first year, and I had no business plan. You know what the plan was? Get on the damn phone every day and call people who were trying to sell on their own that shouldn't be, and they should list with me. That was my plan. And it worked. Okay? You know where I screwed up? Because I freaking started complicating it. Because then I thought I needed a coach, and then they sent me 14 fucking boxes with so much stuff in it that it overwhelmed me. And then I thought, well, I can never create all this stuff. So you know all it did? I paid $1,500 a month, okay, for the freaking box. It just pissed me off. And I didn't do anything except spend literally a year of $1,500 a month while I was losing everything, okay, while they were jerking my car out of the front yard and my houses were getting foreclosed on because it was 2008. And you know what? It's too much, because these coaches send stuff after they made it. They send you all that stuff of 10 years of them putting it together, and it paralyzes people. We're not doing that, because you know what? Because you don't need to do that. So what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to figure out, we're going to break it down, because I do believe in the 12-week year. We're going to focus 12-week increments. So I'm going to take my 120 deals and I'm going to break that down into what does my 3 months look like. Because 3 months, and those are going to be kind of my slow months because I'm just getting started again still, right? So I know that most of my business is going to probably come in months 3, 4, and on, right? The next 60 days is ramping up. So I'm gonna do that in a 12-week schedule, and we're gonna do that tomorrow. We're gonna do the 12 weeks based on a year goal. We can still have a year goal. I'm okay with that. I have a year goal. I have an income goal for next year, and we're gonna put that together. Then we're gonna talk about CRM. So we're gonna go into just what are you using? Why should you use it? What's the purpose of it? What are we trying to accomplish? What are we trying to say? We're going to take a break. We are going to take a lunch break so that you guys can go return phone calls. You can go deal with whatever your business is. You can eat, pee, whatever you want to do. And then we're going to come back at 1:30 and actually probably about 1:15, 1 o'clock, 1:15. And then Patty's going to come in at 1:30 and she's going to show us how to put it all together. All right? So she's going to come in and train for 2 hours. She's going to build action plans. You're going to build alongside her. Guess what? It's being recorded. If you don't stress yourself out. Okay? If you would rather just sit and watch it, and then Saturday you're going to go block it out and do it, do it. If you want to do some of it while you're sitting there and build parts and pieces, if you want to do it all, right? Because guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a chance to sit and create it, right? Okay, go in, create this template. But she's going to train for a couple of hours, and then we've got a couple of hours to finish, right? We've got a couple of hours to, all right, what's going in here? Asking questions. All right, what if we use this wording? What if we inserted this video? And we're going to do some send out cards stuff in there too. Send out cards, that's not going to be that much. All right, send out cards. That's why I said it. Depending on what your budget and your time and everything is, I'm building up my send out cards to go out like at least 5 or 6 times that are just standard cards. I'm going to do a birthday that's going to automatically go out. I'm going to do an anniversary that's going to go out. I'm going to do a home anniversary that's going to go out. And then I'll probably do like I'll do a bulk Christmas card, which means I'll manually do that. And then I'm going to build in so there's 4. I'm going to do an action plan item that's a to-do in my Lion Desk, in my action plan that says, you know what it's going to do when it pops up on my dashboard that day? It's going to say, send Mary a card from Facebook. Okay? And what that means to me is I'm going to go to Facebook and I'm going to see what's going on in Mary's life. And I'm going to go, oh, her dog died. Oh, she got a boob job. Oh, she just got a, right? Like, I mean, we say everything on Facebook. So, I mean, who knows? She got a boob job, or her and her husband are fighting, or, I mean, we'd say everything on Facebook. So I'm going to, whatever it is for that day, I'm going to create just a quick card. Hey, I was just thinking of you. So excited about your new job. Hey, I was just thinking about you. Great job on the marathon, right? So I'm going to do 2 or 3 of those a year that just remind me to just go into just go look at Facebook, see what's going on, and send them a card. And that's going to be an action step, right? But everything else will it's going to be a campaign. So guess what? In a campaign, in send out cards, it is never free, ever. Campaigns always cost money. You know why? You're paying for the convenience, and I'm going to pay $1.75 plus a 50-cent stamp for the convenience. That if I just screw up and I don't get those other heartfelt cards sent out to them, that at least they get touched 4 or 5 times a year, right? They're going to get a Christmas card. And that's why I love the group sends. I do like the group sends because we can go in as a group in here and we can create one card that we all can take advantage of, like the Boo card, like I just did the volunteer Christmas card, that we can share those things and go, ooh, and as we grow together, we're going to come up with more stuff. So there's 10 people posting things and you go, ooh, I like that one. I'm going to use that as my group send, because you know how long it takes to do a group send? Like 2 minutes, right? Like put your stuff in, because in send out cards, you can create groups. So you have a thing that's sphere or sellers or buyers or whatever you want to call it. And you literally just go in and click the group, create get the card is shared in a campaign, and you attach it to them and you send it out super fast, right? And if you have an assistant, your assistant can do it. All right. What else are you freaking out about? Just kidding. There's no reason to freak out. We're just aiming for the moon or aiming for the stars and you hit the moon or whatever. I don't know what that saying is.
You aim for the moon and you land upon the stars.
There you go. See, we're aiming for the moon tomorrow and we're going to still hit upon the stars. I love that. Shannon, how are you doing? What question?
Good. I'm trying to find it. I did a card for my buyers that I just started working with.
Yep.
That they absolutely loved it. Like the beginning of it says like the adventure begins, and then I like branded the upper inside part, and then I just put, hey, congratulations on taking the first step toward home ownership. I look forward to helping you out along this journey. And then I sent them brownies. They're like over the moon excited.
Do you can you share, do you have it on your screen there?
I can get it on here.
Get it up on your computer and share your screen and show the girls what it looks like.
Oh, I'm on my iPad. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, okay. That's okay. You don't have to.
But I can hold it up.
Okay, cool.
I'll show you.
All right. If it's too late to send cards for Christmas, do I still send it? Send a New Year's card. It's probably, I mean, unless you're doing, now I'm doing the volunteer card, so it's not too late, right? As long as it hits in December, I'm good. So I'm still sending Christmas cards because I'm doing the volunteer card, but I'm also sending a New Year's card. I'm going to send both.
Okay, can you guys see this? So it says, and so the adventure begins.
Which is just a stock card. That's just a
Yeah.
stock card and send up cards, you guys.
And then I just did this. It's like a Steinbeck quote about loving Montana, because I'm like really moving on the loving Montana. And then it shows that I support NAMI. So that's just when they lift it up on the inside. And then I just did this, just like, hey, I look forward to working with you. And then I sent them 2 brownies. But
Okay.
yeah.
Totally love that. Okay, so guys, what could you do then? Could you do a buyer's campaign while they're in transaction or while you're working with them? That's just like that, right? So you could have, I've just met a buyer and I've just signed them into a buyer's agency agreement, and we have started the process, right? You could send a similar kind of card just like that, right? That is a little box of brownies, and it says, okay, you know, you're going to need your caffeine, you're going to need your chocolate, or you could send them a Starbucks coffee card, right? Hey, you're going to need some caffeine because we're going to be looking at some houses, right? So that's why I said I wanted you to at least so if you haven't done this, I want you to write down on paper, what do you want your client experience to be for your buyers and your sellers? Client experience is what we're creating here. So what does a client experience look like from the moment that you meet them cold, that they were referred to you, that you've had a conversation with them? What happens next? From then until you die or they die, right? So it could be you just met them and they were referred to you, and guess what? They haven't actually become your client. That's actually a follow-up system in itself, right? Because what happens if you're trying to get the business? That's actually not what we're building tomorrow, okay? That's actually a different follow-up system, because you may be trying to get the business. You may be, you haven't earned it yet. You haven't gained it yet. And so you can have, tomorrow what we're building is buyer and seller that are actually saying, yes, I'm going to work with you. So it's basically from them saying, I'm going to work with you, and what happens from there out. So write it down. Okay, so it would look like this, right? Like, and the reason I didn't send you anything on this is because it's going to be different for all of us. How many times we want to touch them, how we want to communicate, what Shannon's client experience is going to look like is going to be different from what mine's going to look like, right? I love that you just sent them a card. I think that's awesome. Like my guy that just closed, when we went under contract, I sent him a card, right? Remember? And I sent him the big card that, you know, he literally has sitting on his counter. So what does it look like? Okay, I'm going to send him a card, and I'm going to send him brownies, and then I'm going to follow up with a phone call that just, you know, and then I'm going to send them a video email, right? So I want you to, that's what I want you to really have worked out. And I know it's hard. We're moms, we're women. I mean, holy shit. I got home this, like, I mean, how many more emails from Ireland school can I get about referrals? You know, like, I'm going to freaking kill this kid. I'm going to kill her. I mean, it's just something, you know, I get it. Like, there's distractions all day. I come home and the pigs were ready to be fed, right? Like, it's just, it's hard. But block some time where you can go, my buyer is going to experience this. They're going to get this, and they're going to get this, and this is going to get me to where we go under contract. And then when we go under contract, they're going to get this. And once we've gotten through home inspection, they're going to get this, right? And what am I going to say to them up to home inspection? I'm going to say, okay, we're under contract, right? Is that a video? Yes, that should be a video, right? That should be, hey, it's Cheyenne. You know, how exciting, we're under contract. We beat out those other 3 offers. Congratulations, we did it. I told you we would do it, right? Okay, so what happens next? Okay, we're gonna get the inspection ordered. We're gonna, right? We're gonna, the financing should be going. So as soon as, you know, they know that we're good on inspections, they're gonna order the appraisal, because that's how I do it, right? I don't want them to pay for an appraisal And I'm going to say that in my little video. Hey, look, this is why we do this. I don't want you to pay for an appraisal if the inspection comes back like crap and we don't end up going forward on this house, because that could happen. Has it happened before? Yes, it's happened, right? So you do. So those are the kinds of fun videos that you're going to be doing, okay? Because that's going to be, once my client's gone under contract, what system comes to them, right? What do they get next? So write it down. Once you've written it down, it's going to be, frankly, it's easy to put the components together. Write the email, create the text template, right? We're just creating templates. You just got to know, how do you want, and it's got to be from you and your gut and your personality as you're creating it. People are starting to post family photos with, oh, yeah. The Christmas pictures are all over the place. Everybody's Christmas parties and family coming and all of it. There's great heartfelt cards you can be sending out. But there's only so much time in the day. And right now I want us to prep. I want us to get prepared for 2019, right? We can only do so many of those right now. Right now, it's hard. I mean, it's hard to fit it all in. All right. All right. Who else? Categorize the same tags for all different applications. Sender cards. I just did this in Christmas card list. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So if you have virtual assistants, absolutely share your link. They can come to it. That's absolutely fine. We want them to know how to do this. They're going to be doing it for you. Anything else? Any other questions, concerns?
Oh, am I registered? I didn't register, but I told you.
You are. Yeah. So if you're with EXP, you're in. So I'll just send you a link, and you'll get the links tonight. So because I've already I've already set it up in Zoom. So Simone, you're registered. You're already good. All right. Okay. All right. Anything else? Guess what? Don't expect perfection. I'm not. I mean, this is the first time I've ever done, I've never trained a class like this. I've only done 3 trainings ever, 3, right? But guess what? We're going to get through it. We're going to work through it, and we're going to come out with a bunch of really cool stuff built. Will it be complete? No, probably not. Some of us will. Some of us are going to get it done. But you're going to come out with at least your templates design. Okay, so you're going to know that you're going to touch them 33 times. You're going to do 8s and you're going to do 33s, and you're going to have the templates built. And maybe you don't have all the content to go in, but they're going to be built. You're going to know what content needs to go in.
Misty, Misty, I have to tell you, I had a dream about you last night. It was hysterical. Your video was like a 1980s rock video, and you were stepping on different things and they light up blue, and then you had pyrotechnics, and you were it was hilarious. I was like, dang, she is good.
Okay, that's so funny.
You know how it spells out Misty and fire behind it? It was just
oh my gosh,
hilarious. It was like a Hollywood production.
That's giving me some ideas.
Okay, Mimi just asked this. What if I'm brand new. I don't have any current buyers or sellers. That's okay. If you don't have them, you're still going to create them, because you're going to have them. You're going to have them. Oh, go ahead.
Can I say something? I didn't either. But if you're not using Opcity yet, it's a referral thing. You pay a higher referral fee, but you don't pay until you make the closing. That's where I've gotten my couple so far. It's just from Opcity. It's just and they're sending me stuff all the time now.
There you go. Opcity. You know who uses Opcity? Jen Helmig. Jen and Travis.
Really?
Yeah. I think they actually get a ton of their business from Opcity.
Yeah, they've been sending quite a bit already. I've been surprised.
Cool. You just pay a percentage of your commission, right?
You pay it's kind of expensive. You pay, I think, 30% of your commission but it changes, I think, as you move up. But right now, I mean, it's better than none.
Hey, 0 of 0 is 0.
Yeah.
Exactly.
0, 0, 0. 30%, it's called a learning curve. It's called a getting up to speed curve. You know, it's a price you pay to learn and get going. I mean, that's
get my name out there. Yeah.
name out there. Absolutely. Hell yeah. Okay. So let's see here. What happened? Okay, I got that one. Yes, Melissa Lundgren. Yes, we are building everything. We're building templates tomorrow, and we're building the action plans tomorrow. Absolutely, we are. And do I need to register? Nope, you don't need to register your VA. You can just share the link with them. Yes, it's going to be recorded 100%, and I'm going to record it in the chunks so that you literally can go in. This was the beginning. This was the business planning. This was the CRM. This was the grading your database and, you know, understanding how your database needs to look. And then the part with with Patty. And then the last 2 hours of it. So it's all going to be broken down. So it's real easy for you to get back to and go. I just want to go to this. I want to go into this segment. I don't want to have to figure out where it all is. All right. Post the link to OpCity. You have a link to OpCity, Shannon?
It's an app. It's a phone app. It's just OPCITY.
Oh. Awesome.
It looks like this. I don't know if you can see it. Right there.
OpCity.
OpCity.
Oh, awesome. All right. So if you do nothing else at all, now I want you to have 3 or 4 videos. Have 5 contacts in your database. Have the rest of your contacts in a CSV file. Guess what? If all you have is just name, phone number, email, their address, that's enough. That's a contact. That's a great contact. Guess what? What if you only have their email? What if you only have their address? What if you don't have it? The other thing that I think you should do, you don't have to do it tonight because this is a lot, is you need to start figuring out who's on Facebook. Who's on social media, who is and who isn't, right? And then I want you to have written down, what does your experience look like? Because what's going to be great is as you're going through building those, so the templates tomorrow are going to be like text templates, right? So your text template is, hey, check your email, your monthly market report's out, or hey, jump on this website, the monthly market report's out. Oh, okay. And then you can have a link in that text that takes them right to your website. Or you've got a follow-up for your sphere, because I think that we should do a text 4 times a year, or at least 3, saying, hey, want to know what your home's worth? Market's shifting, right? The market's shifting, y'all. I mean, it is. And my Irish mechanic, a BMW mechanic, he's so funny. So I have to just share this because the guy, like Mark says something, like you can just probably take it to me, okay? Is my Irish mechanic who I cannot understand one word he says except he says the F word, okay? And this is what he said when I told him. He said, hey, did you find it? Well, I'm sure. Now, have you found a car for your kid yet? And I said, no. And he said, you showed me a couple things. And I said, he's like, well, what are you going to spend? I said, 25. Oh, fuck, Cher. You're not going to find anything for 2,500. And I'm like, no, 25,000. Oh, he's like this. Oh, F. There's a freaking crash coming, Cher. You don't get that kid a $25,000 vehicle. Now, and this is in way Irish, so I'm pretty sure that's what he said. This is what he said. There's a crash coming. Okay, I'm gonna tell you, I know that's so funny, but like I listened to him. This guy has a crystal ball. Everything he touches turns to gold. Okay, so when the Irish So I'm like, I seriously need like a meme when the Irishman says F share, crash is coming. Like, right? Like that would be a fun little video. You could do, hey, my Irish mechanic said there's a crash coming. Sellers, what does this mean for you? Buyers, what does this mean for you? Right? Because the look is very different. Sellers, your shit's just got worth less. And it's going to take longer to sell, right? And buyers, you finally don't have to get drugged through the damn dirt and feel like a piece of shit when you're putting in offers, right? That you don't get nothing. Think like that, right? Like that's what it means. That's the emotion that we've got to bring into when we're dealing with these people. See, we do real estate day in and day out. This is, they don't. You do a couple of deals in their lifetime, right? 3, 4, 5 deals max in their lifetime. What are the words that we can use that make them go, wait, what's that? Wait, what's, see, everyone knows pre-approval, but what is a now of course I can't even, you know, when the underwriter looks like there's like no conditions, right? Like you've got, like, has your buyer that's buying your house, you know, have they been pre-qualified or have they been pre-approved? Have they had all their stuff looked at, or did somebody just pull their credit and go, yeah, you can buy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about those things that you can say, that you can communicate to them that go, wait a minute, I haven't heard that before. And I'll remember what the word is. It's just not coming to me right now. That's when they stop and go, ooh, I need to talk to them, right? Or I need to, like, positioning you truly as your expert in your community, in your market. All right, let's see. I built my database off my Facebook friends. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I was planning to go through my database between now and New Year's and call everyone that has a number to wish them Happy New Year and also ask for their full address. Perfect. That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, Simone, if you saw the training yesterday, Jenny and I did that great little, I mean, I've sent it to so many people. My database is just filling up, you guys. My little CRM, new lead. Like, it was awesome. I went through a bunch of Facebook people and just said, hey, it's year end. I'm updating my stuff. Come on, update me. Let me know. I want to make sure I have all your correct information. Good stuff's coming in 2019. And I'm telling you, I probably have about 15 new ones already. So that little link has saved a ton of time. All right, anything else? All right, I'm gonna go get the heck out of my kid. Anybody else have a teenage girl? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank God for our boys. Thank God for the boys. Let's keep a little, okay. All right. Oh yeah, you'll have to go see that one, Simone. All right, you guys. Any more questions? Got your homework. See you at 6 a.m. All right, I'm gonna post this. I'll send this to everybody who's registered for the event, or I know that you've registered but you haven't liked it. Okay. All right.